This lesson we're going to be learning the instrumental Allman Brothers tune, Little Martha. It's played on acoustic guitar, fingerstyle, and there's actually two guitar parts going. I picked the one that most carries, the stuff that you hear, really. And you're going to want to tune, it's tuned to open E, okay? So you got to tune E, this becomes B, this is E, this is G sharp, B again, and E, okay? So you basically got to tune the A to a B string, the D to an E, the A to a B, the D to a E, and the G to a G sharp. That way when you play all these strings without putting any fingers down, it makes an E major chord, okay? So there's a few parts. There's an intro thing that's played free time. It rolls into the main theme. And then there's kind of two bridges, I would say, sort of thing. So great tune. It's kind of challenging. It's going to give your thumb a real workout. So let's take it from the intro right away. So we're going to do like a thumb rake down the first E string to G string. And if you hit the B string, it's no big deal because it all is creating an E chord. So then you're going to put first finger, first fret of the G string. Then you hit D and B strings together, then open E, then A and D string together, second fret on the D string. So that's one more time slow. One more time. Okay, then it goes kind of a pickup notes, E and B string. Then you do the same thing. Strum those, or the A, D, and G strings. So first finger actually with the second finger on the second fret of the D string. So then open A, then this chord, which is a B7 over E. So it's your pinky on the fourth fret of the B string, and on that chord you're going to pick with your thumb open E, and then the G, D, G, and B strings, like that. You could strum it too if you want to. So far the intro. Again, this is free time, so there's really no time here. You can kind of, there's no tempo going. Then we do kind of the same as the first one. This time we're going to do the open strings, then the one, then we're going to pick B and low E string together, then A string, then open A and the second fret on the D string together. So that's, whoops. Actually, these are played separate, like that, so it's, like that. So there's kind of three parts to that intro. Okay, now here's where there's two pickup notes that kind of lead into where the tempo actually starts. And it's open E and G string together, then open E again, so it goes, sorry. So that's 1, pull off to 0, 2, then A and D string together. And that kind of leads us into the main theme. So we have and right away we start on the main theme. It starts with these 2 eighth notes with your thumb on the D string. Now I'm calling that D string, even though it's tuned to an E, because that's just what we're used to. Okay, so the main theme like that. That's the first part, okay? So we have the 2 eighth notes, hammer on the first fret of the G string, then back to the E, then B. Now it's eighth notes each time on that E string, then high E. So then you pull off when coming back up. Okay, then you do a similar thing. So you don't go to the high E string the second time. You go 2 on the D string, then second fret D string. Now it's 2 hits on the A, then first fret G string, 2 hits back on the A, open D string. So it's okay, that's the first pass of the main theme. Then you do it again. Now this time, open D, open G, open D. If you're getting lost, please refer to the tab. It's all there. So let me go over that again. Nice and slow. Okay, now that the whole theme moves to A. Okay, so that part, we're going to bar the 5th fret, D, G, B, and E strings. Because when we're going to open E, you can just bar 1 fret and it's a major chord. We're going to start with that. We're going to pick the D and G strings together and hammer on the 6th fret of the G string. And then it's the same pick pattern as on the E, okay? So then we go to here, 4 and 3, 2nd fret E string, and then open E. So it's now that can be kind of hard. So sometimes when I play this part, I don't do the double hits on the root note there. You know, you can get away with that. That's totally fine. That thing with the thumb is softer too. You know, it's hard to even notice in the recording because there is another guitar playing a low E in there some. So it kind of gets buried. Okay, now we go back to the main theme. Just that part. Okay, now this is where it goes into kind of our first bridge. And it's a weird kind of rhythm thing getting into that. So it's that's the little bridge part, okay? So you heard that going in. So that rhythm, you'll see that on E. Make sure you get that. So then we go into the bridge with the C sharp minor chord. So it's 9, 8, 9, 9. So I'm clawing this. Got to use all thumb, first, second, and third fingers. Then open A. Now in the tab, it's got 2 A's. Same kind of feel as the theme. It's hard to do those. So it's technically it's that. You can totally get away with just hitting that once. Like that. However you want to do it. It's kind of nice in there to give your thumb a little break. That's a tough. So it's C sharp minor, A, bar the 5th fret. That's an A chord. D, G, B, and E strings. Another open A to 7. And then you have this little arpeggio. Starts on the G string. G, E, B, G, E, B. So we have now this time we go down to a B7 chord. So it's 2, 1, open, 2. And the arpeggio here is B string, G string, D string, B and G together. So it's I'm sorry. D, B, G, D. Let's see. Yeah, D, B, G, and then hit the chord. So we have this is the whole bridge here. So we came back to the first part. Now there's this little walk down thing. And that's 4, 4th fret D string, open G, open B, 2nd fret, open G, open B, open D, open A, 2nd fret E string, pull off to 0, and then you can kind of hit a whole E chord or just some of the lower strings. So I like to hit that kind of with my nails to accent it a little more. Okay, so after that, it goes back to the main theme. You play all the way through the main theme into the bridge, and then we go into the second kind of bridge thing. So you play the main theme again, we're in the bridge. It's almost the same thing. This is where it changes. You have this series of harmonics, and it's a bar longer. So it open D, open A. Instead of doing this, we do 7, harmonic on the 7th fret B string, harmonic on the 7th fret G string, harmonic on the 12th fret E string. And that leads us into the next little bridge part, okay? So now here, you might want to start strumming. You can finger pick it. It's hard though, because you got to do that claw picking, and it's pretty fast. So it might be easier to strum like with your nail. Then pick here. And then we do, oh, that's how you get back to the main theme. Okay, so this bridge, you're going to be barring the 7th fret D, G, and B strings and playing the open A with it. So it starts with this hammer-on of this chord from B to C sharp minor. So you got to hammer on 3 fingers at a time. 9th fret D string, 8th fret G string, 9th fret B string. So it's hammer on, down, up, down, pull off, up, down on the 7s. And then you just move that back to A. Then you do it again. And then this time, 5 first, and then it's kind of a rake or an accented chord, so it's again. Then we have this 2, 1, 2. It's F sharp minor, open A in between, 5, 7, and then there's a little arpeggio on the G, D, and A string. So then we do C sharp minor, 9, 8, 9, to that B7. And then it's our arpeggio B, G, and D. So we have then you go back to this. Then our little walk down. Okay, so that whole bridge. Okay, so the one bad thing, you know, if you can pick it, it's cool. It's just, it's pretty tough. The song's actually pretty fast, so either way sounds good. The one thing I do like about finger picking that part is it kind of matches more the dynamic of the finger picking you do in the rest of the song. Because when you start strumming, it can get pretty loud. So you might want to, if you do strum, do it soft. So you don't feel like you got to pick so hard to kind of match it when you come back to the finger picking. And that's another thing I noticed when I was learning it. It's better to, you don't want it to be so soft that you can't hear it, but if you relax a little bit, it's easier to play and not try to pick so hard. Because when you listen to it, it's pretty fast, you know, it's about that fast. So, okay, so we're out of the bridge, we're back to the main theme. You play the whole main theme, and let's see. When you come out of it, when you go the last part of the main theme, you go to the A and everything. That's how it ends. So it's almost like you were going into a bridge with that kind of weird rhythm thing going in. And then you do a series of harmonics on the 5th, 7, 12, back to 7. So, and then you just arpeggiate the E chord. There's 2 parts on that I've kind of combined. I like to do harmonics on the last 2 on the 12th fret. You could do harmonics on the whole thing, or any combination of. Okay, and that's the whole tune. Totally doable, just take your time with it. You know, like I always say, bar at a time. start slow. And kind of work your way up to the speed at which it was recorded. So there you have it. That's Little Martha by the Allman Brothers.